ಚಾಣಕ್ಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪನಾ ದಿನದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮಾಚರಣೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನಾ ಗೀತೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಚಿನ್ಮಯಿ, ಚಾಣಕ್ಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ MSc ವಿಭಾಗದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯಾದ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಚಿನ್ಮಯಿ.
ಯಾ ಕುಂದೇಂದು ತುಷಾರಹಾರಧವಳ ಯಾ ಶುಭ್ರವಸ್ತ್ರಾವೃತ ಯಾ ವೀಣಾವರದಂಡಮಂಡಿತಕರಾ ಯಾ ಶ್ವೇತಪದ್ಮಾಸನಾ या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा. शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदां जाड्यान्धकारापहां. हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिका विदधती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां. वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Kumari Chinmay. With that divine invocation, we shall commence the event for the evening. May I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Yashwant Dongre, and the Chief Operating Officer, Shri Nagaraj Reddy, sir, to kindly escort the dignitaries to the stage. We are privileged to have with us today Srimati and Shri Krish Gopalakrishnan sir, Shri Mohandas Pai sir, the chief guest of the day, Professor Manindra Agrawal, and Shri Anurag Behr. The event is being presided over by the Honorable Chancellor, Founding Chancellor of Chanakya University, Professor M.K. Sridhar sir. Presenting a mark of our respect to the invitees, requesting the Chief Operating Officer to kindly present the bouquets. Dhanyavadam. Thank you, sir. A hymn of prayer, a song of joy. A hymn of prayer and a song of joy. On this auspicious occasion, we are extremely delighted to launch the Chanakya anthem. May I have the honor of requesting and inviting Dr. Vinay Chandra Banavati to do the needful. A professor of English, Sanskrit, Yoga and Psychology, a visiting faculty at multiple universities across the world. Dr. Vinay Chandra Banavati is in charge of the Indian knowledge system and its conceptualization at Chanakya University. Also leads strategic initiatives at Chanakya University. Dr. Vinay Chandra Banavati.
ಸಭಾಸದ್ಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಗೆ, ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಬಂಧು ವರ್ಗದವರು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತಗಳು. ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗ್ಯಾದರ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಅ ಹಿಸ್ಟಾರಿಕ್ ಒಕೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಣಕ್ಯ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ, ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಡೇ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ಟೀಮ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. It is on this significant day, the 27th of July 2024, that we proudly adopt our new anthem, a profound expression of our university's purpose, mission, and identity. The anthem, eloquently composed in Sanskrit by Dr. Ramkrishna Pejattaya, a scholar par excellence and associate professor at the Center for Indian Knowledge Systems at Chanakya University, is not merely a collection of verses. It is a testimony and a reminder of our values and aspirations, capturing the very essence of what we stand for and what we intend to achieve. The opening lines, Chanakya Nama Vidyadhama, sets the stage for the anthem, portraying Chanakya University as the luminous source of timeless wisdom and boundless knowledge. In the first stanza, the anthem encapsulates the core purpose of Chanakya University, creating knowledge and nurturing transformative leaders for the holistic development of the society. Like the sun's radiant beams, our pursuit of knowledge illuminates the path of future leaders, empowering them to navigate the streams of life with wisdom and grace. This institution, revered and cherished by many, stands as a towering edifice in the embrace of enlightenment, guiding us towards a brighter future. The second stanza highlights our motto, rooted in civilizational ideals and ascending with futuristic ideas. This beautifully reflects our dual commitment to preserving the rich heritage and values of our civilization while striving constantly for excellence and innovation. Our institution is deeply entrenched in these guiding ideals, soaring on wings of visionary dreams towards unexplored horizons, ever eager to make significant contributions to the society. The third stanza draws inspiration from our logo, a symbol of our identity and the reason for our being. The logo, an ancient mint coin adorned with symbols of the Bodhi leaf, the sun, and Dharma Chakra, represents timeless wisdom, indomitable will, and meaningful action. Just as the confluence of rivers at Prayaga, with a blend of knowledge, will, and action, Jnana, Ichha, and Kriya, our university promises to provide our fraternity with a journey beyond mere sustenance, guiding them towards a life of meaning and delight. Chanakya University stands as a beacon of hope and an instrument of empowerment, enabling our students to achieve success and happiness. This anthem serves as a reminder of our shared mission and values, inspiring us to continue our noble journey with unwavering vision and determination. As we adopt this anthem, let it resonate in our minds and hearts, guiding us in our quest for knowledge, excellence, and societal transformation. Let it be a source of pride and inspiration for our entire university community, a testament to our commitment to holistic development and a brighter future for all. Thank you. I would now like to invite Srimati Sridevi Gartikere and Srimati Chandini Gartikere, renowned singers, to render the anthem in their melodious voice. Accompanying them are artists Rajendra Bende on keyboard and Prakash BR on tabla. May I now request all our friends to rise for the occasion.
ವಿಲಸಿಸುವ
विलसति विद्यार्जननि सीमा चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम विलसति विद्यार्जननि सीमा चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम ज्ञानं दिनकरकिरणसमानं नेत्रगणं च महाप्रतिभानम् ज्ञानं दिनकरकिरणसमानं नेत्रगणं च महाप्रतिभानं सृजतीदं सन्नुतसंस्थानं विद्याविकसितसत्त्वनिधानं सृजतीदं सन्नुतसंस्थानं विद्याविकसितसत्त्वनिधानं विलसति विद्यार्जननि सीमा चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम वृद्धिं बहुमुखगतिमभिलक्ष्य सिद्धिं तदनुगुणामभिलक्ष्य वृद्धिं बहुमुखगतिमभिलक्ष्य सिद्धिं तदनुगुणामभिलक्ष्य याति समूर्णति परमपथेन संस्कृतिरचितादर्शयुतेन याति समूर्णति परमपथेन संस्कृतिरचितादर्शयुतेन विलसति विद्यार्जननि सीमा चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम ज्ञानेच्छाकृतिसङ्गमगरिमा प्रयागराजवदनुपममहिमा ज्ञानेच्छाकृतिसङ्गमगरिमा प्रयागराजवदनुपममहिमा जीविकया सह जीवनदृष्ट्या योजयति जनान् निश्चितशर्मा जीविकया सह जीवनदृष्ट्या योजयति जनान् निश्चितशर्मा विलसति विद्यार्जननि सीमा चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम विलसति विद्यार्जननि सीमा चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम चाणक्य नाम विद्याधाम
May I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate our artists.
Dhanyavad. Thank you, Dr. Manavati and the team. Thank you, sir. To set the context of the evening, may I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Yashwant Dongre, to kindly present the welcome address and also the Prastavik. Professor Yashwant Dongre, a professor academician of commerce and management with over 4 decades of experience, a globally recognized authority on cooperative management. Sir heads the Asia Pacific Chair on International Cooperative Alliance, has been a visiting faculty at Japan for quite some time. Honored to have you, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All of us at Chanakya University are extremely happy to welcome the distinguished gathering here today who are part of the first Foundation Day celebration of this young university. It's my pleasure and honor to be very briefly outlining our journey. I'm not going into the details because there is a separate audio-visual presentation on that. But as a backdrop of the Foundation Day, I would very briefly touch upon that. And also I am very happy to welcome all of you here. 3 years ago, or maybe 3.5 years ago, when the world was looking very gloomy with the COVID hitting, there were a few people who were thinking of the possible bright future for the young people of India. There were discussions taking place in small rooms. People were not able to come together in big numbers at that time, but the discussion, as I understand, was very intense. Many of those who are involved in that discussion are those whom you see today sitting on the dais. There are also many of them who are off the dais. And as the discussion progressed, there were also great people like Sri Sitaram Jindalji who got involved in this process. And it is the dream of all such people which was realized, and realized in a very quick time, in the form of Chanakya University. From 2021, the early stage of discussion, to 2022, we found the act being passed in the Legislative Assembly, the land being acquired, and the first batch of the Chanakya University students came in and we started the program in a nearby place at the Brigade Orchards. In 2023, we welcomed the second batch and our number, the total number, went to about 500. Now we are all set to start our third academic year, and our number this academic year is going to be 1,200. The journey is not just of the numbers. The journey is of how we are positioning Chanakya University. As the Chanakya anthem put it out, there are a couple of core areas for Chanakya University. One is of the liberal education, where we would focus on multidisciplinary learning and multidisciplinary research. We also have on the core is an India orientation, where we really want to prepare our young people to build a new India. Not only that, but we would also like to send out a message that India can address a lot of global challenges. With this as focus, we are trying to put in place a new academic architecture to make sure that the young people who learn here will really have opportunities for all-round development. And as we say, it is knowledge creation, it is the personality development, and it is the whole process of building a new culture among the young people. This is what Chanakya University is trying to do. And to remember this, and to celebrate this, and to reaffirm this for ourselves as for the others, it's extremely important that we earmark a day. And we are beginning it with this Foundation Day, which is going to be an annual event, and we will be remembering, cherishing, and committing ourselves to this cause every year. And to begin this, we have probably the most suitable guest, who is the chief guest today, Professor Manindra Agarwal, who is the director of Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, is with us. He is a very distinguished scholar. All our guests, including the chief guest, is going to be separately introduced. Again, I am not going into the details. He is one of those who was among the first Infosys Prize awardees, and he is currently the director of IIT Kanpur. He visited us in the very second year when we were in the Brigade campus and guided us, and today he is here. So it's, I think, the right way for us to start the foundation day. He is going to deliver the first foundation day lecture. I extend a very warm welcome to Professor Manindra Agarwal on behalf of the entire Chanakya team. We have with us Sri Krish Gopal Krishnan and Sudha Gopal Krishnan. These are the very important people for the Chanakya family. I don't think Krish needs any introduction to anybody. Krish not only brings the experience of the corporate leadership in molding an educational institution. Sitting on the board of governors, he continuously advises and sets the target for us. But it is not just that. There is a whole lot of the financial support that the university has received from Krish and Sudha Gopal Krishnan. So it's the right thing that today they are here in the first Foundation Day celebration on the stage. I welcome Krish and Sudha Gopal Krishnan to this function. Sri Mohandas Pai, again someone who doesn't need any introduction. It's not only that he is with us, he provides support, he is on our board of governors, but practically from day one, I think Mohandas Pai is with us. I am extremely happy that not only Mohandas Pai is with us today, but also Kusum Pai is here, his wife is here. So I extend a very warm welcome to both of you for this function. The other guest we have with us is Anurag Behr. Anurag Behr represents the Azim Premji Foundation. He led the Azim Premji University as the first Vice Chancellor. He is also on the advisory board for us, and he is continuously guiding us and helping us over the last 3 years. A very warm welcome to Sri Anurag Behr to this program. On the dais, we also have my Chanakya University team here. Our program is chaired by Professor M.K. Sridhar, the first Chancellor of Chanakya University. We have our Pro-Chancellor, Sri M.P. Kumar, and our Chief Operating Officer, Sri Nagaraj Reddy. These are the pillars of the university. I extend a warm welcome to all of them. There are many donors and representatives of the donors who are present today. The names that I could make out as I stand here, I will mention them. But there are some others who are moving in. If I leave any name, please excuse me. We have Chandra Prakash Ram Sisaria here. I extend a very warm welcome. Shri M.V. Satyanarayan, who has supported us, he is here. Dr. Malti Holla, the renowned sports personality who supported us, she is here. We also have many representatives of the donors who are here. We have Dheeraj Singh, Mani Manuel. We also have, of course, we have Sri Abhay Jain with us, who is supporting in many ways. We have Srimati Mamata Venkatesh, Sri Ramakrishnan, Sri Ramesh Vishwanathan, Sri Shivayogi Kalsad. I extend a very warm welcome to all of them for this function. We also have among the audience today some of our advisory committee members and board of governors members. We have Justice Chandrasekhar present here. We have Dr. Sadagopan, a member of our advisory committee here. We also have Ricky Cage, who is a renowned musician, who is on our advisory board, who is of course going to lead the concert after the formal function here. So I extend a very warm welcome to all these people. Just a few other names I would like to take. Dr. Jaikar Shetty, Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University is here. Mr. Vijay, the national Indian basketball team player is here. Of course, I have to mention Shri Mukund, our mentor and social activist who is here. So there are a host of others. The director of CES, I think I saw, he's here. CES is our parent organization, and director of CES, Gaurish Joshi, is here. Yeah, so there is a host of those who are supporting us, and those who are wishing us well, and those who are guiding us, who are present today, which is the right way for us to celebrate the Foundation Day. And I take this opportunity to welcome all of them. We are not in full swing with the starting of our academic year. Our first years are yet to come. Engineering students are yet to come. Our master's students are in internship. So the batch that is there of the students are present here. Some of all our faculty and some of our staff are present here. There is a lot of running around work that many of our staff are doing. So many of them are outside to make sure that we have this function celebrated in a proper manner. I extend a very warm welcome to all of them who are present here and supporting this function. Thank you very much. And I once again welcome one and all, and let's all join together in making this Foundation Day very meaningful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Before we take a look at a brief glimpse at our journey as suggested by sir, we are pleased to have a person, a lady who is giving a structure and shape to what our vision is. Pleasure to invite Ms. Shalini Sundaram to give a brief idea as to how she visualizes what we dream. Madam. Ms. Shalini Sundaram, the architect.
Good evening to all of you on the dais and off the dais. We were entrusted the design of this campus completely with the inspiration of Mr. Pai sitting here, and Mukundji. Thank you for involving us and allowing us to be a part of this amazing destination. Our idea here was to create something which integrated both the culture and the ethos of India and the traditions of India along with the contemporary architectural style. So if you see our main building, which is the main administrative building, is a blend of both the contemporary and the traditional, with our traditional Hoysala pillars which adorn the facade of the campus along with the stepped style of architecture. In terms of the master plan, our idea was to create something which allowed the students to grow mentally, physically. So we have amazing large sports grounds for them to have a large sports facility available for their mental development. We have large gardens, landscaped areas, which are all integrated into the complete master plan, which allows them to have a very large collaborative environment, which is very important in today's learning and style of teaching. We also have incorporated a Gurukul system in the landscape area so that the traditional methods of teaching can also be followed. The idea here was to create a very wholesome approach to the design. And in terms of the segregation, we have public spaces, we have academic spaces, we have residential hostels, and then we have faculty housing. All of that is integrated on a central spine, which houses a large central plaza and a large amphitheater in the future. We hope that the students who come here have a sense of place, a sense of space, a sense of identity, which they will carry with them throughout their future. And that was our inspiration to create such a space. And we hope that we have in our dreams successfully managed to create that and give all of the students here an amazing time that they are here for. Thank you. Thank you. This is a small video that is playing, which shows the complete master plan, a large entrance archway through which you enter. This is the administrative building that you see, which has come up. These are the set of large grand steps that leads you to the space. And the idea is to then create this atmosphere for the student to come up and look up in life and always look to the future and have a sense of something to achieve and to set the standards of achievement that we've wanted. This is the large central plaza, which is encompassed by academic buildings. That central block, which is in the orange hexagons, is the main Christensen's block. We have a central pillar, which is the stamba of education. So instead of like a victory pillar or like that, we've created a stamba of education. This is a library, which is sort of centered between the academic spaces and a food court. We have large food courts, which house this complete cafeteria spaces, which also act as a large collaborative space. This is the central amphitheater, which will come up in the future. A large sports complex. As I said, sports has been given a huge consideration during the design. Again, all of this is 100% sustainable. We followed the highest green norms. We intend to achieve the highest level of sustainability also throughout the design process. So this is the overall campus, and we have the public spaces in front. The central avenue runs right from, as you can see, the central spine. So when you stand right at the entrance, you can see through. There are all double height volumes which are open through and through. So you can see right to the end of the campus. So the idea is to see the vision that you are when you enter. Yeah, so this is again going to be a LEED Platinum design building, also maybe a Griha 5-star rating in terms of what it achieves. And again, from the aircraft, this is completely visible, and we hope to create a mark even when we are flying in the air. So these are the housing. Again, each housing has been colored dramatically with bright colors to have people have a sense of space even in the residential accommodation. So that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shalini. Now that's what we would be looking like. To understand how far have we come, may we present you with a glimpse of the short journey so far. An audiovisual, please. Envisioning an India through recognizing the pioneering opportunities in the National Education Policy 2020, Chanakya, a new age university, emerges as conceived by a team of thought leaders supported by Padma Bhushan awardee Dr. Sitaram Jindal. Acharya Chanakya, the extraordinary polymath and mentor of the first pan-Indian empire, was chosen to indicate its identity and mission with the purpose of creating knowledge for transformative leaders for holistic development. 116 acres of land close to Kempegowda International Airport was chosen for the global campus, and the Bhumi Puja was held on the auspicious day of Vijayadashami in 2021. And with the state government gazette notification of approval in March 2022, the journey had begun. An inspirational teacher and Padma Shri awardee, Professor M.K. Sridhar, as the founder chancellor, a pioneer of IT industry and a philanthropist, Sri M.P. Kumar, as the founder pro-chancellor, an academician of global repute, Professor Yashwant Dongre, as the founder vice-chancellor, and Sri Nagaraj Reddy as the chief operating officer were chosen as the leadership team, with Jnana, Ichcha and Kriya as the guiding principles. A unique model for academic portfolio management for experiencing versatile learning was launched. The establishment of the Center for Indian Knowledge Systems marked an important milestone. In 2022, the pioneer batch of 111 students from 15 states for 5 UG and 3 PG programs under the Schools of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Management Sciences and Mathematics and Natural Sciences arrived, with 40% of them receiving financial assistance and 14 of them qualifying for 100% concession under merit cum means scholarship. The launch of the university witnessed an assembly of luminaries with the inspiring presence of Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, Dr. Sitaram Jindal, Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan, Dr. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, Sri Mohandas Pai, Professor Manjul Bhargava, Srimati Sudha Murthy, and others. Our International Advisory Council, comprising of a league of luminaries, is headed by Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan. Driven by the philosophy of rooted in ideas and ascending with ideas, the university nurtures the values of creativity, humanism, integrity, teamwork, and academic freedom. The Center for the Study of Cultures and the School of Law, Governance and Public Policy were established in the year 2023. Total students in the campus touched over 500 from 28 states across India. The campus, comprising of Dr. Sitaram Jindal Administrative Block, Srimati Vidyadevi Jindal Hostel Blocks, and other facilities were inaugurated by Dr. Sitaram Jindal and the leadership. Our academic block represents a significant act of philanthropy by our patron, Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan. February 2024, during the second International Advisory Council meet, Sri O.P. Jindal Food Court was inaugurated by our patron, Sri Sajjan Jindal. Sri Sridhar Vembu, founder of Zoho, Dr. Somnath, chairman of ISRO, Sri Manish Sabarwal of Team Lease, and Professor Jagdish Kumar, chairman of UGC, among others, visited Chanakya for an inspirational interface with faculty and students. 3 international conferences on IKS, Arthashastra and Temples Management were organized. The distinguished lecture series witnessed talks by Professor Manjul Bhargava, Dr. Vivek Debroy, Dr. Walter Russell Mead, among other global intellectuals. A roundtable on Bharatiya Nyaya Shastra gave new insights into the Indian systems of jurisprudence. Setting a new benchmark, Dr. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw Foundation supported the establishment of the School of Biosciences, the Center of Excellence in Sustainability, supported by the venture capitalist Sri Prashant Prakash, and the Kamath brothers Nitin and Nikhil of Zerodha was inaugurated. Ex-diplomats, among others, came together to ideate on Subhash Chandra Bose Chair on International Relations, supported by Sri Mohandas Pai. We are pleased to state that Dr. Ranjan Pai facilitated the establishment of Sri Ramdas Pai Chair on Education. In our third year of journey, the School of Engineering is set to initiate an industry-driven interdisciplinary learning of engineering and technology. With over 150 courses in 25 programs, 100 plus faculty for 1,500 students, we are set to invite global seekers of knowledge through competence, collaboration, and continuous innovation. The campus is a vibrant learning community with world-class sporting facilities, activity clubs, dual wings of NCC, NSS, SEVA, and others for experiential learning opportunities. The university is envisioned to have 25,000 students in residence belonging to 7 schools and multiple centers of excellence offering unparalleled intellectual space for futuristic learning experiences. With the belief, Nasti Jnanasamam Sukham, no joy greater than knowledge, we are privileged to welcome you on this occasion of our Foundation Day. Thank you. To recognize the association of such esteemed patrons, well-wishers and mentors, may I now request the leadership of Chanakya to kindly present a mark of our respect by felicitating the esteemed guests today, requesting the leadership to kindly felicitate the esteemed patrons and guests of the day. May I request the Honorable Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, and the Chief Operating Officer to join together to present our mark of respect by felicitating Srimati Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan. Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan, founding member of Infosys, a former Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, founder of Axelor Ventures, a Padma Bhushan awardee, is a patron of Chanakya University. Thank you, sirs. It's always a privilege to have Sri Mohandas Pai amidst us. Requesting the leadership to kindly felicitate our mentor, Sri Mohandas Pai ji. Requesting, pleasure, Srimati Mohandas Pai to join the stage. We are pleased to have Srimati Kusumlata Pai along with that. Thank you, sir. A friend, guide, and a mentor of Chanakya University since its inception. Pleased to have the CEO of Azim Premji Foundation, Sri Anurag Beher. Request the leadership to kindly felicitate Sri Anurag Beher. Thank you, sir. For certain reason, our grand patron, Dr. Sitaram Jindal ji, could not be with us. So, requesting Sri Dheeraj Singh, sir, to kindly come up, accept the felicitation on behalf of Dr. Sitaram Jindal. Sri Dheeraj Singh on behalf of Dr. Sitaram Jindal. Thank you, sir. We are very pleased to have Sri Mani Manual, Vice President JSW, to represent Sri Sajjan Jindal, one of our prime donors, requesting Sri Mani Manual to kindly come up to accept the felicitation on behalf of Sri Sajjan Jindal. Thank you, sir. Dr. Ranjan Pai of Manipal Group requests Sri Abhay Jain, sir, to come up to accept the felicitation on behalf of Dr. Ranjan Pai, Chairman Manipal Group. That is Sri Abhay Jain. Thank you, sir. Very pleased to have the Association of Grandhi Mallikarjun Rao Group, GMR Group, being represented by Sri Ramakrishnan of GMR Group. Request Sri Ramakrishnan of GMR to come up to accept the felicitation from the Honorable Pro-Chancellor and the Chief Operating Officer. That is Sri Ramakrishnan from GMR Group. Thank you, sir. Sri Anil Roy Gupta of Havells India is being represented by Sri Ramesh Vishwanathan, Executive Vice President, Havells India. Request Sri Ramesh Vishwanathan to kindly come up to accept the honors. Thank you, sir. Sri M.R. Jayashankar of Brigade Group is being represented by Sri Shivayogi Kalasar. Request Sri Shivayogi Kalasar, sir, to come up to accept the honors on behalf of Sri M.R. Jayashankar of Brigade Group. Thank you, sir. Requesting Sri Chandra Prakash Ramsisaria to accept our honors. Sri Chandra Prakash Ramsisaria requested to accept our honors. Thank you, sir. Pleased to have and requesting Sri N.V. Satyanarayana of Info Vision Trust. Sri N.V. Satyanarayana of Info Vision Trust to accept the honors. Thank you, sir. We kept the extremely pleased and honored to have a very special person amongst us, requesting the distinguished Dr. Malati Holla to kindly come up to accept our honors. Dr. Malati Holla, a distinguished para-athlete. Go, go. Thank you, sirs. The very presence is so enriching and inspiring. I thank the Honorable Pro-Chancellor, the Chief Operating Officer, and the leadership of Chanakya University for doing the needful. We come to a very interesting part, trying to enrich our thoughts. We have short addresses by the distinguished guests today, and I'm really honored to first let me acknowledge the presence of Sri Ajay Motganahalli, MD Pure Storage. We are pleased with your presence, sir. May I invite on your behalf the distinguished Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan, sir, to kindly come up to share a few thoughts. Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this wonderful function. Let me start by congratulating everyone here, everyone involved with this project on the occasion of the first foundation day for Chanakya University. It's amazing to see the progress that's made in just about 3.5 years. Most projects remain still on the drawing board or maybe just starting. But here you have this wonderful campus coming up, the building in which we are today. About 500 plus students already going through the program. This year it will become 1,200. So significant progress has been made in the establishment of the dream of Chanakya University. So congratulations to everyone. A lot of people have supported, and so to each one of you, thank you and congratulations. The vision is very big, to create a world-class university here in Bengaluru. The first visible sign of that is this campus, because that's what you will be able to see today. This wonderful structure. It just demonstrates that the ambition is very, very high. Everything that Chanakya represents must be world class, and you can see that actually. And it also, behind that, it has also a purpose and a vision to establish Chanakya University as a world class university with Indian values in creating a new generation of education and research institutions from India. So the first visible sign of that is this building. Over time, the students will be the second visible sign of a world-class university. The students going on to lead organizations, institutions, be scientists and researchers in their own capacity. And beyond that, it will be the organizations that get spun out of an institution, the Chanakya University. So I wish everyone involved in this project all the very best. I want more people to join this wonderful project, and support in any way. You know, it can be maybe coming here and teaching a course, coming and mentoring a student, helping establish a startup. Of course, you know, contributions to establishing chairs, to set up the university itself, and of course, you know, the physical infrastructure. It's a very, very, very ambitious and large program. So please support it in any way you can. Thank you very much.
One of the greatest essence of learning is humility, and Sir represents that perfectly. One of the most interesting events of contemporary times, or the times we live in, is to listen to Sri Mohandas Paisa. Requesting Sri Mohandas Paisa.
ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. 3 years ago we had a great dream. A dream of creating a university where all young Indians will come together to learn, to debate, to ideate, and think of the great things of life, and graduate from the portals of a university as people who are going to be leaders in our society. Every society needs highly educated people to lead it into the future, because without knowledge and vidya, no society can come forward. India's civilization is based upon the premise that knowledge alone is a route to salvation, to realization of the potential of every individual. And throughout our life, we seek knowledge. We seek the reason for existence. And the thirst for knowledge, the curiosity for knowledge should be there all our lives. And that is what makes life very exciting. In our life's journey, we will be powerful, we will create wealth, but society respects those who are the most learned, who are the most educated. In our culture, Matra Devo Bhava, Pitra Devo Bhava, Guru Devo Bhava. Our parents give birth to us, take care of us, and then the Guru makes us into a human being. And we respect the Guru. And that is why we have to create a place where knowledge comes first, because the source of happiness and power for a society is knowledge. And knowledge alone can create wealth, can create a great society, and create a peaceful, happy society. And we want a place where young people come from all over the country. Those without means can come to, and we shall provide for them. And we have multifarious subjects. It's a multidisciplinary university where there is free thought, no distinct ideology, but a clash of ideas. People will come with different ideas and seek together and build upon it, and generation by generation it shall improve to reach a pinnacle. And this has been named by the founders after Acharya Chanakya. Acharya Chanakya was a polyglot, one of the greatest intellectuals of human society, who spoke about the need for an orderly growth of society and who could challenge any great intellectual. He taught at Takshila University in the west of India, and many people from all over the ancient world came there to learn. And it was he who put the spirit of nationhood into a ruler, a boy he picked up from the field and taught him how to govern a country. And the first great Indian empire was founded on the principles of Chanakya. So we have a great name, we have a great legacy, we have a great mentor and great thoughts, and that is what all of you here, young people who graduate, should live up to you. When you leave the portals of this university and go out into society, remember you are from Chanakya University. And that casts a great responsibility on you for responsible leadership. Like Chris said, a university is a result of community effort. A university is a result of money and resources given by great people. A university is a result of the collective effort of the community who come together to educate their children, to pass on knowledge to the next generation. It requires support from the people of Bangalore. It requires support from the people of Karnataka. It requires support from the people of India. Because this belongs to all of us, belongs to every single person. Because our children will come here. Every child is our child. Every child in India should dream, and every child should have the best of education. And we must empower every child to realize the dream, because that is the society that we have to create. Bhagwan Sri Ram came home after 500 years, and now that is there in Ayodhya, and we shall go to Ayodhya very often to pay our respect to him. We must now create Ramarajya. Ramarajya is a place in society where there is no want. There's enough for everybody, and people can seek knowledge, and everybody can realize their dream. That is the dream we had 3 years ago. That is the dream we dream every day, and that's the dream all of us have to make it happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sam. It's a great joy and also a great responsibility that with mentors like this, we have no reason nor excuse to underperform. Thank you so much, sir. The CEO of one of the largest philanthropic movement organization in the world, Sri Anurag Behr, heads the Azim Premji Foundation, an educationist and a thinker, requesting Sri Anurag Behr to share his thoughts.
Good evening. Good evening, and it's a wonderful occasion. It's a pleasure to be here. I must start with a complaint, if you permit me, because there seems to be some confusion about my introduction. I've been repeatedly introduced as the CEO of Azim Premji Foundation. Yes. So I think, as Sujeevan will certify, I'm actually a part of the finance and accounting team of Chanakya University. So, and I'm not joking, Dr. Sridhar, I have not told you this. Day before yesterday, I was in Maharajganj. Maharajganj is a district some 2 hours north of Gorakhpur. So I was meeting some people, and one of them said, "Aapki university badi achhi hai." I said, "हाँ, बहुत अच्छी है." कहती है, नाम चाणक्य क्यों रखा है आपने उसका? So, big complaint to all of you and whoever is the master of ceremonies, right? But it has been wonderful. You know, I've been a part of the team for all these years, and it has just been wonderful. It's so great to see the position that we have come to. I just wanted to mention 3 things, right? 3 things. The first is that, see, I feel that this country needs lots of good universities, right? But it is very difficult to make a university, to build, very difficult, very hard. It is even harder to make a good university. It is even harder to make a good private university. Very hard, very difficult, whatever word you want to choose, sir. Okay? It is very, very difficult. And then, to actually try and make a private good university which is genuinely committed to equity, it is very unusual. So, we should bow our heads to this team who has started this endeavor. Thank you very much. Second, the second point is, since I'm a part of the team, I know we have made many mistakes. We meaning Chanakya University. We have made many mistakes. We will make lot many more mistakes. Lot many more mistakes we'll make. I'm only happy to share that the other 2 universities that I have been involved in setting up, one in Bangalore and another in Bhopal, we have made less mistakes here than we made there. So, but see, be careful. We will make lots and lots of mistakes. There will be crisis after crisis, you know, and we will not know what to do. But we will get over it. So we should be prepared. The reason we will get over it, and that's the third point, is that I think we have an absolutely extraordinary team. At the heart of everything lies what is the team. You have Nagaraj Reddy there. He is one of the few people, he is a wonderful person. Most of all, he is a wonderful person because he runs 100 kilometers a week. That is 40 kilometers more than me. You have, Vinay, I don't know where Vinay is. You have Chetan. You have the entire finance team. You have my old friend Ranga. I don't know where Ranga is. I mean, old friend, 30 years now, Ranga. I don't know how long. So you have an absolutely incredible team. That is why every mistake we will make, we will get over it, and we'll build this great, wonderful, private university that is not just excellent, but is genuinely committed to equity. Now, I cannot end here. I'm saving something for the last. Kumar. What will be the team without Kumar? I have not known Shri Kumar for a long time. I have known him for maybe 4 or 5 years, roughly. Not like Ranga, 30 years now, right? Incredible person, right? Without him, where will we be? And I have to tell you, in my life, I have dealt with, I have had the privilege of working for a great boss. My boss is just wonderful. But I've had the privilege of working with, dealing with some truly special people of the world, in civil society, in politics, administration, business, in science. But if I were to count the very few truly special people, Dr. Sridhar stands at the very top. Right? He is an incredible man. I have never said this in public. He is an incredible man, and he is an incredible source of inspiration to this entire world, right? So, Dr. Sridhar, thank you very much. Thank you for starting this, and we know we're just starting. We've got a very long way to go, so thank you. Wonderful to be here.
Thank you, sir. It's quite an injustice to give such a short time to these distinguished people, but then we are happy to have them with us. We come to the core event of the day, the Foundation Day Address. It's an honor to have a distinguished academician and a practitioner, Professor Manindra Agrawal, perhaps one of the most important contemporary authorities on mathematics and computational science, an awardee including the first Infosys Award, and his works are followed worldwide. Presently, the director of IIT Kanpur. So it's an honor to have you, sir. May we request Professor Agrawal for the Foundation Day Address.
Thank you. I'll take 10 seconds. I've lost my network connection, which connects me to my written speech. It's not coming. Okay, there is no network here, so it's doubly embarrassing now. Okay, let me just go extempore. Let's not. And apologies in advance for any goof-ups. No, it's okay. It's okay. That's this. Sometimes becoming professor does help, because then you have to. We love speaking, so once we start, we don't stop. And we can speak on anything. Okay, it's truly a great honor and privilege for me to be here as the chief guest of the first Foundation Day of Chanakya University. I've been associated with the university for about a year now. Visited the earlier campus last year, and when I understood the motivation and the planning for the university, it was quite remarkable. And frankly, I did not think that in 1 year's time it would progress this much. I think it's a testament to the remarkable set of people who have been leading it, and already Anuragji pointed out several of them, and I'm sure he was modest enough not to mention himself in that. But it's clearly, whether it is board of directors or governors or advisory board, the university leadership, the set of wonderful donors who have made all of this possible, it is truly remarkable. Even more so, when I look at the way university system has evolved in our country. We started with large government-funded universities that were at some point in time fantastic. But over the time, they just, for whatever, one reason or the other, went down the hill. And today we have a situation where hardly any government-funded general university is, you would hardly find it doing well. There are exceptions, of course. But what you do find is very specialized universities, whether they are IITs or IIMs, and they are doing quite well. But being specialized comes with a big downside, which is that the flow of ideas from different domains gets limited. It is very important to have a university that spans all major domains of inquiry, have students and faculty, good students, good faculty in those domains, and have them at one place. That is when true creativity takes place. Attempts early have been made in the private domain for setting up such universities. But inspired from the success of the specialized universities in the government sector, initial attempts were either also specialized, and I can take some example like Ashoka University. They started with a strong focus on the liberal arts side. Probably Ajit Premji University also had a similar focus. Or there were universities with a lot more commercial bent of mind, which they probably will never reach the heights that we should be aspiring to. I find Chanakya that way is, in my understanding and knowledge, the first such experiment where right from day one, the idea is to bring all major domains of inquiry into one roof, under one roof. They have already 6 major schools established, covering various aspects of inquiry, and at the same time aspire for excellence. It is not a commercial activity. This attempt has to succeed. I think for the good of the nation, it has to succeed. Because we need many more such attempts, of course, but such attempts are very critical for the progress of the nation. Of course, I'm not here belittling the contributions that IITs and other institutions can make. I am coming from one of those institutions. But the perspectives and the dimensions that such universities can bring on the table, we cannot. And that is why I say this is extremely important. And to add a further uniqueness to that is one of the founding principles of the university, which has been to go the Indian way. In fact, nearly all of our modern universities have borrowed essentially the ideas and the processes and the paths from the West, where modern universities were first established. In that process, of course, we have done very well. We have gained a lot of understanding, knowledge, but in that process, we have also lost some things. What we have lost is a methodology to understand the Indian knowledge. Our society has been around for a very, very long time, and it's very natural that any such society will develop a storehouse of knowledge over that time. What has happened in the modern times is the language of expressing the knowledge has changed quite dramatically. We now have what we call the scientific methodology to interpret and understand any knowledge. We don't yet have a good interpreter, as we like to call it in computer science, of the ancient knowledge that we have accumulated in the modern idiom. There have been attempts, but there have not been a systematic, proper attempts, because these attempts can only take place in universities. That's where the spirit of inquiry exists in its true form. There have been impediments also. Of course, on one hand, there are multiple sides from which impediments come to these attempts. One is, one side says, oh, you cannot question. Whatever is there has to be accepted. The other side says, oh, that's too old and you are just too old-fashioned or, stuck in the past in trying to understand that. Neither of them are correct. Knowledge is neither old nor new. Knowledge is knowledge. What we need at any point in time is take any knowledge and interpret it in the modern or the current set of current language, the current methodology, and make use of that. I mean, to me it's clear, I'm sure all of you will agree, that India has developed tremendous knowledge over the millennia. Just to take one example would be the Ayurveda. There is a huge potential there, but it has to be realized properly, because you need, like I said, the scientific method to establish the principles and the treatments and then apply them. Again, there have been attempts, but they are, I would say, at best sketchy. We need a much deeper dive and understanding of that. And particularly the students sitting here, you have a great opportunity. You are at a wonderful place. The opportunities are endless. Please do make use of this. Please do study everything with an open mind, and some of you hopefully will make an attempt to bring our knowledge system in the modern language. And therefore, only then I would say we can make the best use of it. Also, since I'm talking to a students here, one more thing I would add is that it's very important to maintain, when you are doing an inquiry into any subject, is to maintain a sense of humility. Very often, we confuse truth with what our methodology can establish as truth. To be more specific, let's say, since we're talking about the modern scientific methodology, there is a difference between truths and scientifically established truths. It is actually a mathematical theorem. I come from a domain where we look at these sort of things. That's the set of scientifically establishable truths is a small subset of set of all truths. So once you keep that in mind, you approach any process of inquiry with a certain humility that Okay, we will get something, we may not get something. But let us keep our feet grounded and pursue the direction that we are doing. It is very important, nevertheless, to not lose heart. If you are going in a certain direction, pursuing, a particular, to establish something and you are not succeeding, one should not lose heart there, because a scientific inquiry is such that most of the time there will be failures. Only very occasionally you will succeed. So one needs to learn to enjoy failures. Only then one can achieve true success. So with these words, I think I have taken enough of your time. We started with some very melodious tunes. At the end also there are we expect some truly melodious tunes. So I think this, in between the non-melodious part, should be as small as possible. So I thank you, all of you, for listening to me. I thank the leadership of the university for considering me worthy enough for this honor. Thank you, and I wish the university a great success and a great future.
Thank you, sir. As a mark of our respect for his presence here, requesting the leadership of Chanakya and other dignitaries to kindly felicitate the chief guest of the day, Professor Manindra Agarwal, and present a token of appreciation. Requesting the leadership and the dignitaries to kindly felicitate chief guest, Professor Manindra Agarwal. Thank you, sirs. A teacher, a mentor, and our inspiration. Requesting the Honorable Founder Chancellor, Professor M.K. Sridhar, sir, for the presidential address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಚಾಣಕ್ಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪನಾ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಂದಿಸ್ತಾ, ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಗರ್ವಾಲ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಮೆಲೋಡಿಗೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಮೆಲೋಡಿಯಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, when we launched the university at Gnana Bharati Auditorium on November 19, 2022, we had only shown the blueprint of the building and the university. After 2 years, all of you have not visiting the blueprint, you are visiting the university. Thank you very much. It was flagged off by Dr. Kasturi Rangan and Dr. Manjul Bhargava. Many people asked us, it's being launched by a professor, and today also we have a professor who is delivering the first Foundation Day lecture. Friends, let me make it very clear. This is not a Founders' Day. This is a Foundation Day. When I see the difference, there is no founder for this. There is only foundation for this. And this foundation has come from all those who were felicitated today, who could not make it, and who are going to support the university in the days to come. They are the real foundation. Therefore, there is no founder for this university. Years ago, 113 years and 12 days before, there was a clarion call given for building a university in this country with an outlay of 1 crore. 113 years back. He was considered to be the royal beggar. He was considered to be the beggar of beggars. He was considered to be the person who will keep a plan in his quiche. Whomsoever he meets, he used to explain the plan. That is Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, founder of Banaras Hindu University. He took as donation a cowpea from a sannyasi. He took as donation from a beggar also. He took donation from everyone, whoever it is. I think we want to build a university of that nature with collective philanthropy from all of you. Friends, it seems when Mr. Malaviya started telling about the university to everyone, one close friend remarked, Panditji, you have not even built a school. How can you build a university? I think this was said to Mr. Malaviya, maybe keeping in view a Chanakya university. We have not even built a school, but we are building a university. That is because of all of you who have gathered here. Friends, let me only say that collective philanthropy is the kind of a term that is used today. But the source of this entire thing is the term called as dana, vidya dana. It is not just giving, it is a virtue, it is a philosophy, there is a spirituality behind it. So therefore, with that kind of vision, we are building Chanakya University. As Sri Chris Gopal Krishnan, I was telling him on the day of the launch, he said the same thing. All of us, let us contribute to build the university by teaching, by anything. Ricky Cage is contributing by performing a music. Many of us are contributing by teaching. Many of us are contributing by supporting. I think this is collective philanthropy. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Collective philanthropy. As we come to the end of this event, may I request the Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Sri M.P. Kumar sir, a critical guide, a philanthropist, educationist, for the vote of thanks. Sri M.P. Kumar sir.
Namaskara. We have come to the end of the program. as already mentioned by both professors, that nobody should stand between two melodies. So now, I think many things which I wanted to say has already been said. Today is one of the most important, memorable day because this is the first foundation day of the Chanakya University. The journey has been already mentioned. I'm sure you know that it has taken comparatively short time for us to get to where we have got now. I think Anurag Behr said very well that we are learning, and we are learning by making lots of mistakes. And he mentioned that he has founded, guided work for universities. So right in the beginning, he told us that we will share all the mistakes we made so that you make less mistakes. And therefore, if we have made less mistakes, according to him, it's because of his guidance. So we knew that what can go wrong. And we have tried to take care of some of them. But I must tell you that this idea, when we started talking as a small group to many others, maybe around 4 years ago, as mentioned during the COVID period, that is when we thought, why not we try and do something like this? But collective philanthropy is a good word, good term, but making it happen is not very easy. And that has become possible. Probably it is impossible. It has become possible because of the people who are sitting here on the dais. When we started sharing this thought with Mohandas Pai, Chris Gopalakrishna, Anurag Behr, and many, many more people, maybe including Sitaram Jindalji, when we went and spoke, one good thing is that everybody encouraged, not just encouraged, they participated, supported, worked along with us to make this dream come to whatever extent it has already come to. So I must, so this is a day to, it's a day of gratification and being grateful to all the people who have supported us, helped us, guided, and taken us so far. And it is the day that to be grateful to all such people who have helped and who are also continue to help us now. So when we see, there is an idea what can be done, but then it needed some financial support initially, and also the support for many other things which we did. And Sitaram Jindalji was the first to come forward, support. He spoke to Sajjan Jindal, so we got support from JSW, Chris Gopalakrishna, and Anurag Behr, and maybe, I don't know, many other people. But Mohandas Pai is one person who probably has I should say that not only just participated, worked with us, and also pushed us to do things much faster. And because of him and also Mr. Abhay Jain, who is sitting here, all these buildings have come up now. Shalini explained how the whole architecture plan was. I think without the support of these people, probably it is physically impossible for somebody to come up with such a wonderful campus in the shortest period of time. Their experience, their guidance, and their support has made this physical place to come up, and also not just physical place, and also the guidance to get the best people to be involved in what we are doing. I know that we have just started, it's a very, very long way to go. Maybe if he's building the physical structure, maybe comparatively easier than building the intellectual horsepower which it needs to guide the future generations of this country. And the vision and the purpose is that Chanakya University should become one of the models where we are able to build upon the ancient wisdom of this country as Professor Maninder Agarwal mentioned, to translate that into today's taxonomy, today's language, and making sure that it helps the country, it helps humanity and the whole world. And in this endeavor, all the people who have supported and who are supporting, all of them have to be remembered on the day of the Foundation Day. And I am sure that their support and support of all of you, we will take this journey forward and deliver something which is useful to this country. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With that, we come to the end of this ceremony.